So today I'm going to show you guys how to make an acrylic divider that you buy off Amazon fry-proof. And yes, I mean fry-proof, as in baby and small fish will not be able to get through this at all, but water will. The first thing I'm going to do is take this nasty thing into the bathroom and give it a good scrub. And while I'm scrubbing that, I should explain that you can get these dividers on Amazon. I believe I paid $52 for mine, and it's a piece of acrylic cut to the inside of the tank. It's a little bit smaller so it fits. There's going to be gaps on the sides, and there's holes drilled through it so water can get through, but fish can't, but small fish can. I'll leave a link to everything I use in the description, and yeah. Oh yeah, and you're gonna notice that the divider that I'm working on in this video is black. I had spray painted it black a while ago. So the things you will need are some crazy glue gel. You'll need your divider. I got this one on Amazon and painted it black. And you will also need some window screening. You get this big huge roll for $10 and it's way more than you need, but it will work. And other than the divider itself, this is the cheapest option. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to lay down your divider, and you're going to take your fiberglass screen and you're going to lay it out over the top of your divider, making sure to leave some going over the edge. To be honest with you, I did have another way of doing this in mind, but the way it turned out I think is better. And once you rolled out the fiberglass screening to be a little bit bigger than your divider, you're just going to want to cut it, and cut it as straight as possible. And this next part is where things started to go not the way I planned, but it still worked out and the steps are still the same. So you're going to want to lay your divider on top of your screening that you cut, making sure to leave a big edge on the bottom, pretty flush at the top, and a good ½ inch to an inch on the side. So my original thought was I was going to take this here crazy glue, open it, and then run it down the length of this divider. So I took the blob that came out and just put it on there, and then I just ran a bead down the entire length. And this is where things didn't work. I folded the screen over onto the super glue and pressed it down with the cardboard from the super glue not to get it on my fingers, and it just wouldn't stick. So quickly thinking before all the super glue dried, I just pulled over the rest of this fiberglass screening and I pressed it down onto the screen that already had some of the super glue on it in hopes that it would stick. And the screen stuck to itself, so I just added some more super glues and some more spots that needed it, and stuck it together. Now that the fish can't get through the holes in the acrylic, we need to take this piece of hose, which I also got at Home Depot. It just cost a few dollars. I think I got like 6 feet of it, and we need to attach it to the sides of this acrylic divider. In this instance, it so happens to be the longer edges, but we need to get these hoses to be able to fit onto the side, so we're going to have to take a razor blade and slice them down the middle. Oh yeah, and you got to keep this line straight. You can't have it wrap around the hose. Attaching these hoses to the acrylic sheet is very, very easy. All you gotta do is open the hose and slide it onto the edge. And once you got both sides on, you'll be left with something like this, a piece of acrylic with your screen netting going across, and on each side you will have a rubber hose to make it snug, and you'll have a large overlay on the bottom. You're probably wondering why an overlay is important, and that's because that's the bottom of the divider and it's going to sit flush against the bottom, so you want a little bit of an overlay to go down to pack the sand on top of that, just in case the bigger fish start digging, so nobody can escape underneath the bottom. Now all you need to do is decide exactly where your divider is going to go, and I chose right there. And once you've slid the divider in there, you're just going to want to take some rocks and put them on that excess netting, and then bury it with sand so the fry can't move them and escape. Now this is a great divider. Fish can't get through it. Food doesn't go through it. The only thing that goes through this divider is water. The only downside is it does collect a little bit of funk, so you will need to clean this. I think the only way to get a better divider would be to use like a matte filter. The perk to a matte filter for a divider would be you can just use a siphon and clean it. The downside is it's about twice as thick as this piece of hose, so it takes up quite a bit of space. And if the fry are real small and you got a nice porous sponge that you're using, the fry might be able to swim in there, potentially get stuck, or get through to the other side. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, please just tap that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, tap the subscribe button as well. And until next time, guys, peace.